Hey, do you want to know how to close your first wholesale deal as fast as possible? Well, I'm going to show you how in this video. What's going on, guys? If you are new to this channel, my name is James Hodges and I am the founder of REI Game Changers. And the purpose of this channel is to show you the best practices that I have found in scaling wholesaling and flipping companies to 7 figures. I've done it myself. I've also helped dozens of other clients scale to the 7-figure level, and I want to show you the best practices that I've found to being able to do so. Now, today, if you're watching this video, I want to show you in today's video how to get your first wholesale deal as fast as possible in 2022. Now, there are a ton of ways that you can approach getting your first deal. And the first thing that we need to do is first identify what type of deal we're going to go after. Are we going to try to wholesale the deal? Are we going to try to fix and flip the deal? Are we going to try to get an Airbnb property or a rental property? We have to determine the exit strategy that we're going to go into so that we can be laser focused on what kind of deal we're going to get early on. Something that I preach a lot to our clients and the people who are getting coaching from us is the power of focus. Because whenever you are singularly focused, you can run and you can grow a lot faster than if your attention is diverted into multiple different directions. So what we want to do in the beginning is we want to get singularly focused on one exit strategy. I truly believe that wholesaling is the fastest way to get your first real estate done in 2022 because you don't need any capital, you don't need a real estate license, and you're not going to have to buy the property and put tenants in it. So wholesaling literally requires you to have some contracts and some decent communication skills combined with some decent marketing skills, and then you're on your way. So long as you can find a property, you can communicate with that homeowner, you can get the property signed, and then on the back end, you can find a buyer, you can get a wholesale deal done. Now, once we have determined which exit strategy that we're going to go into, for instance, I believe wholesaling is the best exit strategy that you can start with. Once we've determined what exit strategy we're going to use, now we need to determine how we're going to find the properties. So if you were, for instance, flipping properties, or if you're buying rental properties, going on the MLS, buying properties from wholesalers, that is an option. Those are two options where people are bringing you deals and you basically sift through the deals that are being brought to you. Now, the downside to those options, those ways of finding deals, is that you've got a lot of other people who are looking at the same deals. Those agents, those wholesalers are bringing those deals to a bunch of buyers in hopes that one buyer is going to purchase the property. So there's a lot of competition going after the same deals, and you've got to be really on point if you're going to be able to get deals from wholesalers or agents. And I really only recommend to go that route in the beginning if you are planning on buying a rental property or you're going to plan on taking down the property and flipping the property. Now, if you're wholesaling the deal, there are other ways where you can go directly to the homeowner and use your own direct-to-seller marketing. That's what we call it, direct-to-seller marketing, to get in communication with a distressed property owner and then get into a conversation with them, sign a seller contract with them that then you can market to your end buyers. That is the route that I recommend to take. That's the route that I took whenever I was getting started, and it is the route that I've taught hundreds of other wholesalers how to do and how they can get their first deal. And a lot of them were getting their first deals within 2 to 4 weeks after starting these practices. Now, similarly, how we want to just focus on one exit strategy, I only recommend to focus on 1, maybe 2 marketing channels whenever you're getting started wholesaling. Now, marketing channels, you don't have to have a marketing degree, you don't have to have extensive marketing knowledge or even a big budget to market to direct to motivated sellers. Basically, all that means is you're putting a message in front of motivated sellers to where they can respond to that message if they want to sell their house. So I want to talk about some of the best marketing channels that I have seen to get started in finding your first deal as fast as possible in 2022. Now, one of the top ways to find your first deal in 2022, I believe, is texting a driving for dollars list. Texting a driving for dollars list. So a driving for dollars list is a list of distressed properties that you build yourself. So you don't have to purchase this list. You're actually going to build this list yourself. And so the way that you build a driving for dollars list is you pick a neighborhood to drive around in, and as you're driving down the streets, you are looking for distressed properties. A distressed property could be, it has tall grass in front of it, it has boarded up windows, it looks like nobody's living there. There could be mail in the driveway or newspapers in the driveway. There are a lot of indicators. Basically, you're looking for signs that indicate that nobody's living in this house, or it looks like nobody's living in this house. That's what we're looking for in a distressed property that we want to add to our driving for dollars list. And so our objective is to get 1,000 to 1,500 properties added to this driving for dollars list. And you can actually use a really cool software called google.com/mymaps. google.com/mymaps. And you can actually map out the neighborhoods that you have driven. And then in addition to that, you can use another really cool app called Driving for Dollars app, or an app called Deal Machine, and that allows you to add properties to a list within the app, and then you can upload that list as a CSV file to your computer and then target those people with SMS, direct mail, cold calling, any marketing channel that you want to. Now, once you have built this list, Driving for Dollars is a list building activity. It is a means to build a list of properties that you know are distressed. So once you have built this list, now we need to market to these properties. We need to actually put a marketing message in front of those homeowners. And the marketing message that I have found to get some of the fastest results is SMS marketing. SMS marketing basically means that you're going to build your list of Driving for Dollars leads. You're going to upload that list to your computer. You're going to then skip trace the list. I highly recommend Skip Matrix. I will drop a discount code for Skip Matrix down in the comment section below, but I highly recommend Skip Matrix as a skip tracing service. I found that they have some of the highest quality skip tracing data of any of the skip tracing companies that I have tested myself. So once you skip trace this list, now you can upload the list to a texting platform and start texting these homeowners. You don't have to upload it to a texting platform if you don't want to, but if you're texting sellers and you're texting a high volume of sellers from your personal phone, that means that your personal phone could start getting flagged as a spam phone number, and you don't really want that. So I don't recommend to use your personal phone as an outbound calling or texting device. I always recommend get another phone line. I recommend Smarter Contact as a texting platform, and you can send your text messages through Smarter Contact to your list of homeowners, and that is one of the fastest ways that I have found to get a deal in 2022. Now, I want to share with you another bonus strategy to getting deals in 2022, and it is a completely free strategy. So this strategy is called Facebook groups. Now, there are many free Facebook groups out there online. You can go to Facebook and you can search. There are a ton of Facebook groups in your local area. What we're looking for with Facebook group marketing is we're looking for local Facebook groups that are buy, sell, and trade groups, garage sale groups, Craigslist groups. And what we want to do is we want to go in there and we want to post a post inside of the Facebook group, letting people know that I'm an investor, I'm looking for my next fixer-upper property. Does anybody have a house they're looking to sell quickly? And I have probably 85 to 100 different scripts that I post inside of these groups, and you want to join as many groups as possible and post regularly in 10 groups per day. You can't post too many posts, otherwise Facebook will flag you as spamming, but that is a strategy that I have found to work extremely well, and I have hundreds of clients who have gotten their first deal using both of these strategies. And so what I recommend for you to do, if you're trying to get your first deal, pick one strategy or maybe two strategies and go all in on those strategies. The consistency and the high volume that you put in with those strategies is what's going to get you your deal faster rather than slower. And so if you're wanting to get the deal fast, then you need to have a high volume of outreach to motivated sellers, and you need to stay consistent with it. I see a ton of people fail in this industry because they're bouncing from channel to channel to channel. They're going from SMS to cold calling to direct mail, and they don't stay consistent with one channel. So what you want to do is you want to pick a channel or two channels and stay consistent with it every single day, and ideally do a high volume of outreach with those channels. And if you can do that, then very soon you're probably looking at getting your first deal. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you like the content on this channel, go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button. I've got a ton more training that I'm going to bring to you guys, so share the love. If you are looking for help getting your first deal or scaling your real estate business, then we are glad to help you. We have coached over 300 real estate investors to getting their first deal and scaling their business to multiple 6 and 7 figures. So if you would like our help, click the button below in the comment section or go to reigamechangers.com. We're glad to help you. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you later.